Hey there, I'm Jenny, and if you don't already know, I'm figuring out my 40s. So I'm here on the MSC Seashore. It's a cruise ship that goes out of Port Canaveral, Florida right now, going to places in the Caribbean and Mexico. I am on a cruise that's going to the Bahamas. MSC has its own private island in the Bahamas, in Bimini. I think it's Bimini. And I go here probably 3 times a year. It's my screensaver. It's one of my favorite places on earth, to be honest. And I'm here in my cabin, and I was just thinking to myself, like, why am I in my cabin? It's 7 o'clock. Everyone else is out walking around, doing things, drinking, eating, dancing, and I'm sitting here. And I was like, what are you doing? And then I realized, this is my therapy. This is what I do to get away from my life. And other people, they go to therapy, or I don't know what other people do. I don't really care what other people do. This is what I do. And this is my self-care. So I bring along my own little teacup. I bring along probably like 15 types of tea. I'll have to show them down here, but I have all these. I bring tea. I've got a little doily over here, a crochet doily that I bring to, zhuzh up the room. And this is my therapy. This is what I do. And I still do really the same things I do in my normal life. I've already scouted out some locations. I'm going to go later tonight to work because you got to pay for the vacation. And being a freelancer, you work wherever you can. So I actually brought a universal charger, or a universal, I don't know what you call this, adapter, because the cruise ship, I noticed when I was here last time, it doesn't have the US ports like this one, the one that Americans are used to. It doesn't have these around the ship. It has the European versions, or the European adapters. So I bought this the other day at Walmart. Thankfully they had it, and so now I can work pretty much anywhere on the ship, because there are all these electrical outlets for the cleaning crew to walk around. They've got backpack vacuum cleaners, and they walk around and plug in. And so now that I have this, I can work anywhere in the ship and all the different beautiful venues. How is this figuring out my 40s? How is this therapy? I don't come here to party. I don't come here to drink. And I'm not judging people who do, because this is the perfect environment if you want to party and drink. It's an enclosed area, security everywhere. I mean, it's perfect. You got service everywhere you walk. I mean, they're trying to sell you things, but I mean, there's somebody here everywhere. Someone cleaning your room. I mean, that's probably more for me. Yeah, going on cruises, okay, for me, they're like therapy. So, I've got too many things going on at home. I've got goats, I've got chickens, I've got a messy house, I've got dishes. I mean, these are things other people have too. This is not just me. But I feel overwhelmed at home. I feel like there's just too much going on. So by going on these cruises, I can just like cut out all that extra stuff that is overwhelming and come here and be in a room that has everything I need. And I only bring, a suitcase or two's worth of stuff. You can't bring everything you own. So you bring your favorite clothes, you bring your makeup, you bring your hair stuff, and you know what my intentions are for this cruise? My intentions are to watch movies. One of my websites, for film's sake, I'm going to start doing some, I call them DIY film festivals. And my first one is going to be John Waters. I have a whole bunch of DVDs that actually I got from the library a gazillion moons ago, and the library wants them back. So I have to watch these DVDs. And yeah, I brought my laptop, I brought headphones, and I'm just going to go somewhere later tonight because I don't really feel like working probably. Just go there later tonight and watch a movie and write some notes about the movie and actually publish stuff, because there isn't 5 other things I have to do that I get sidetracked and I don't actually write out my notes and publish them in my website. So yes, I get clarity by coming out here, and there's just too much going on in the world. It's hard to break free. So coming on these cruises, you know, people feel pressure to follow the plan and do all the fun stuff and run around and do all the events, when really I think that these cruises are about figuring out what you like to do and what you need, and just doing that. A lot of people come on cruises and they have to get the drink package and get the specialty dinner package, and now they're racing around, how many drinks can I get? How many drinks can I drink in one day without falling over? How much food can I stuff in my face? And there's nothing wrong with that. Again, I mean, I've gone on some cruises where my intention was to eat as much as I possibly could, and it doesn't really work well for your waistline. But I did that Royal Caribbean cruise. I probably should talk about it one day more, but it was back during COVID, and the all-you-can-eat specialty meal package was like $60 for a week. Oh man, I ate more steaks in a week than I've ever eaten in my whole life probably. But I don't want to be on that race. I don't want to be on that treadmill. I should probably go on that treadmill at the fitness center, which I don't know, I didn't really bring the right shoes for that. But being here, I don't feel like I'm on that constant race. I love going to dinner with I'll call them my in-laws. There's that pressure of, what am I going to eat? What am I going to get? I'm on a pretty strict diet at the moment. I'm trying to be on a strict diet where I don't eat lots and lots of food. I have to lose weight. I was looking at myself in the mirror right here. There's a really big mirror, and I look terrible. I do. I look awful. I've let myself go the last couple years and just don't look good. I even look at pictures of myself in videos that I've made. I'm probably going to delete them eventually from YouTube, but I look awful. That's not me. That's not who I think that I look like. That's somebody else that I don't know where she came from. I've accepted her in my life, but that's not me. That's not who I want to be. And I live in isolation. So by living in isolation, you stop interacting with people. I've seen so many women move out to where I live, and they come to the country looking gorgeous. You know, they did their hair, their makeup's all nice, they've got nice clothes, and you give it like a year, 2 years, and man alive, ladies turn frumpy. You get old and your skin starts to sag, and everyone comes to the country to, you know, live a happier life, to be healthier. I did. That was my goal, I was going to have a garden. I was going to eat every produce imaginable that I could grow. It was going to be, you know, utopia. But when you're isolated and you don't have events, you don't have friends, you don't have things to do, you don't have obligations and responsibilities, you just kind of depress and fester. Oh, I've got to look at the time because I've got 15 minutes. I'm going to be going to the spa. I've already been to the spa today. I get to go as much as I want, and I've already gone, you know, today, because you can only go so many times, because you have to change and you get wet and then steamy in your hair and blah 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 blah. So I'm gonna go back to the spa and talk to one of the nail techs that I talked to. Her name is Blessed, Blessed. She's such a doll. She's so sweet. And we're going to talk about nails on cruise ships. It's going to be exciting. I'm calling it the Seafoodie. I've just changed the name, the Seafoodie. I talk about cruising and food and those kinds of things. And so I'm going to talk about going to the spa too, because I think it's going to mix together spas and eating and like health and eating. So, yeah, this figuring out my 40s thing is just me trying to figure out what I am doing online and real life and business and my future. And yeah, anyway, so I'm going to go talk to her about nails and beauty on cruise ships. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. But I really let myself go, and I looked in the mirror and my belly's all like gross. But I've been on this diet. I'm a yo-yo dieter since I was a kid, going through like anorexia to bulimia to like, I don't know. I've always liked the fasting diets where you just don't eat anything. And I get to about 3 weeks. Well, I used to be able to do up to 3 weeks, and now I can barely do a couple days. And I've come to realize it's because I'm addicted to American food, because it tastes so good. When you mix oils and fats and sugar, you make this undeniably delicious concoction in your belly and your brain, and you just can't stop. And that's been my eating style for the last couple of years, is can't stop. Well, let's see. I like this rambling. So yeah, I've really worked hard the last couple weeks. No sugar, and I really tried. I'm sure that I've had sugar. Like sometimes we go out to a restaurant, a barbecue restaurant, and they have a really good cornbread. I know there's carbs in there. I mean, it's corn, so of course there's going to be carbs in cornbread. But I really try to limit how much extra sugar. So no ice cream, no cookies, no candies, no chocolate. Oh, it's been really hard. No sweet drinks, no, like, very little fruit. I've had a couple mangoes over the last couple weeks. I think cherries I had back when I went up to New York to visit family, and I didn't even finish them. I left them in the refrigerator. Sorry. And so really worked hard, and I can see like dimples in my tummy where I wonder if I'll take a picture later. I'm not so sure I want to do that just yet, but I can see dimples in my belly where I've started to drop fat. I've dropped inflammation. I've dropped pressure and buildup. My legs look terrible. My legs, I really hit a turning point probably a month ago where my legs started to weep, like where lymph that gets stuck in the bottom part of your legs and your calves and your well, if these are your toes, this area where like your ankle is and your foot, this just like blossomed, I don't know, it blew up. And yeah, I was unhealthy, totally unhealthy. So I had to cut out a whole lot of like salt, sugar, oil, fat, what do they call it at True North? The SOS. It's salt, oils, and sugar. And I've had to cut them out as much as I could. And I turned to cheese a couple weeks, maybe a week ago. And I'm just like, it's just not a good thing to rely on to cheese. In one community, I shouldn't talk about it because it might get flagged on YouTube. They, when I was younger, there was like this mono diet thing where these girls would, only eat chocolate, which actually I did. Most of my 20s, I only ate chocolate. And I was a lot thinner than I was now. I started dating somebody who introduced me to vegetables. And I started eating a balanced diet and gained weight. And it was really hard, but I don't think I could go back to just a chocolate diet because I do like the taste of vegetables. But I'm rambling. I hope you can keep up with this stream of consciousness. But yeah, I've had to cut out a lot of these things. So one other thing I wanted to mention on this is I watch these influencers. They're younger. They're like in their 30s. And, they start out their YouTube journey by saying, we're going to lose weight. We're going to, this is my Get Fit journal. And we're going to watch me lose all this weight. And they've all gotten bigger. It's almost like when you focus on losing weight and trying to exercise, you end up eating more and getting bigger. I don't want to mention the girl's name because I actually really do like her, and she's quite funny and she's so personable. I wish she were like my little sister. She'd be a cool little sister to go on adventures with. And but she's gotten bigger as she's been doing this YouTube channel. And I know stress is involved too because she did blow up during COVID. And now she's quite popular. So I'm sure there's some stress involved in stress eating, but I don't want to be like that. I need to turn this around. I'm over 40. I'm 42, going on 43 pretty soon. And I can't be fat anymore. I can't. So on this cruise, in addition to my intention of watching movies and doing some, I guess watching movies is the main thing, I'm also not really eating. So I've already hit the buffet once today. I was famished. I was so hungry. I haven't eaten all day today or yesterday. And I got there and they only had a small portion of the buffet that was open. They had empanadas with spinach and cheese. I got 2 little pieces of pork in a sugar sweet and sour sauce, and a green lentil salad, I guess they would call it. It was just lentils with some like chopped up vegetables, and it was all very good. The pork I should not have eaten because it was so sugary and sweet. The empanadas, they were, it's deep fried casing over the spinach, and I shouldn't have eaten it, but the spinach, it was all very good, and I just kind of picked things away, and I felt good about myself. Like, I didn't overeat. I watched other people that were around me, and I'm not judging, I was just watching, and they had like a table full of food because they wanted to try it all. They wanted to see what it's like and eat as much as they can, and take a bite of life. They're on a cruise. This is the vacation. I can't do that on this vacation. I have to restrain myself and drink tea, and I'm here. I have to change my thought process. I'm here to get away. I'm here to enjoy my time by myself. I'm here to try to look nice, go to the spa and dress well and then look right and not be dirty. I spend too much time being dirty. And I'm not here to eat. I'm here to do other things. Yeah. So, rambling. Anything else I want to ramble about? I think that's probably it for tonight. I've got to go get ready to go to the spa and talk nails and see what they've got there. And then dinner. Dinner is at 9:30. I am gonna, because I have this YouTube channel that I have to have videos. I'm putting stuff up. I am going to be getting probably way too much food. I order one of every of the appetizers. I order one of the main dishes, but I'm not going to eat everything. There's not going to be this pressure. It's going to be, trying it and seeing what I like, what I don't like, and then move on. And then tonight, have some tea, watch some movies, and enjoy my time on the cruise ship. I miss my boyfriend dearly. He's wonderful. He treats me so well. I probably don't treat him very well. Something I should work on. But this is his gift to me. This is how he shows that he cares. And I know that. And I see that. He lets me go places, and he holds down the fort. And I do wish that my house looked like this. Life goals is to have a nice house, and it's my own doing that it's not nice. But these cruises remind me of the lifestyle that I could have if I just tried a little bit harder. So yep, I'm Jenny, figuring out my 40s. Thanks for watching, and hope my rambling wasn't too nonsensical. Thanks for watching. Bye.